Well, let's see if this works. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. New without the whiskey this time. Enjoy the new time frame we're at, 7 p.m. instead, because that seemed to be a peak time for many of you. I know a lot of people get home from work, have dinner, then want to relax. So that's where we are at the moment. For now. Today, since there's no alcohol involved in any of this, except for you, you are free to drink whatever you want. To be clear. But I am taking a break from alcohol until the 19th. That sounds about right. And we will be discussing what the heck is it called? November Men's Health Month. Health, mental health, physical health, all the healths for this week. You'll notice it's a little different lighting because this is my usual just at home at my desk lighting. I thought that was appropriate. Pulling back the curtain a little bit. Slapshot, hello, good evening. I saw that and it didn't click. And in a random turn of events, since we're going to be talking mental health stuff a little bit, I forgot to take my medication this morning. And I don't feel great. I don't feel bad, but there's this weird, heavy thing going on right in here today for the moment. And I can't take the pills now since it's too close to when I take them again. It's a thing. I will be taking them like I should in a few hours. This morning was a weird one. John McKellen, hello. Yes, sir. So there will be a video going live this coming week. So next Wednesday, there will be a video since I've been doing, my mind doesn't want to work at all. The Game of Thrones stuff, winter is coming. I have already recorded it. So I recorded that yesterday. It's just got to be edited, and I'm working on that slowly, taking my time. It doesn't have to be rushed. I'm so used to having it be rushed, but not this time, which is kind of nice, actually. I really need to do this more often, but it takes quite a while to get into that mindset of get it done now, edit it later, upload it, and then you have to think about it. Because that's a great feeling. That is not typically the feeling I get to have when trying to do anything. So there's that. There's more. Oh, I felt I did have to talk about mental health this month because Mental Health Awareness Month for men's health as well. I don't quite understand it. I just know it's a thing. I bring attention to it as I am the person with the man who's the mental health stuff thing words. You know what I mean? So I can talk about it as openly as I care to. And as I said, not taking my medication this morning was not ideal. I just forgot. I did other stuff. It was one of those mornings where I got up, went to get caffeine, and then I just kind of putzed around outside for a while. I had an appointment at, noon? So I spent about an hour just sitting in my car doing nothing, which is kind of nice. And no one was around. That was the other nice thing about it. Unfortunately, that time frame also was when I was supposed to take my medication, and I didn't do that. Yay. That's all right. I'll be fine in about, let's see, 7 o'clock now. 3 more hours, and then I can take the pills again and feel better. Probably go to bed early. Again, I don't feel great when I don't take my medication. I don't like it. And the pills I take, just for the record, gabapentin and reflexes of a cat. There we go. Oh. Motrigine. Those are the two that seem to work for me for now. I would like to think they will keep working. Medications are weird. To start, let's talk about what you're drinking and what I'm drinking. I am drinking, I think it's called Canada Dry. Fizzy. I don't really drink soda anymore, but I had some of this left over. And one of the things I do typically like to make is what's called the driver. And it's orange juice, lime juice, Canada Dry, or not Canada Dry. What's the other one? Did I mention my brain doesn't want to work at all right now? Ginger beer. That's what it is. Remedy of Fight, you have whatever you want. I'm going to have ginger ale. But ginger beer is what is used for this mocktail that the tribe does. Oh, you know what? I put it in my phone ages ago, so I would not have to remember it. And believe it or not, it should still be there in theory. But for me, I'm actually looking forward to this dry week a little bit. One, because I don't have to do anything, so there'll be no Sunday stream, there'll be no Wednesday stream. There will be a Wednesday video, but that's already been recorded. It's just a matter of editing it and uploading it. So that will happen, and that is going to happen at 6 p.m. from now on, since algorithm and people watch at that time and such. Zenboot, hello, sir. Always nice to see you. What was I saying? Man, this is rough. Really is. You have no idea. I only wish I had had the foresight to be like, you know what? I'm not going to take my pills this morning, so then I can explain to people how devastating mental health issues can be for men when they aren't medicated properly. And there was part of me today that thought, I don't even want to do a stream. I just don't feel right. I didn't realize it was because I hadn't taken my medication, so I didn't intend to not take it. That was a fluke, and it hasn't happened in a while. Not a long while, honestly. Even when I was on the trip, I was okay. All right, where's this little thing? I will find it. I did find it. The driver, there it is. I haven't looked at it in a while. 2 ounces orange juice, 1 ounce lime juice, 1 ounce grenadine, and then ginger beer. You mix that all together. I think you mix the orange juice, the lime juice, and the grenadine together, and then you pour that in when you pour the ginger beer at the same time, and it makes this lovely, sweet mocktail thing. I may get the ingredients for that since I forgot. I really didn't think I was going to make anything, but the ginger ale helps. Like this Canada Dry stuff is fine. It works for me. Delicious. It does feel weird to do a stream with no whiskey when you're a whiskey channel, and I am surrounded by this stuff. I guess the perk of having it all behind me is not looking at it when I'm at my desk. I know it's there, but it's not calling to me or anything. Not yet. Ask me again in a few days if that'll be the case. It's very strange when you do not only making content, dealing with alcohol and whiskey in particular, how habitual it is. Very, how do I explain? Very routine. So I would have a drink almost every night of some whiskey. Not a huge amount, just a big pour or a couple tiny pours, and that's it. However, it's too common. It becomes too much of a regular thing. And that is why we have to do the whole dry week thing once a quarter. And especially for me, because I have family history of problem drinking, is the way they called it back then. So I am very aware, almost uncomfortably aware of it. And that is why I often say, please drink responsibly, and hydration is key. Because one, hangovers are not fun. Getting sick is not fun from alcohol. And please drink responsibly, because I ask that you do. You do not have to listen to me. I'm not forcing you to drink responsibly. But in general, at my age or at my experience, maybe experience is better, I don't see a reason to use alcohol in an abusive way or at least in an unhealthy manner. I like to think I'm at that point now where I don't want that anymore. It doesn't feel good. And there are no times in my life where I like drank too much and thought, oh, I had a great time. Nope. I'm thinking right now, when was there any one time in my life where I overdid it with alcohol and then later on thought I had so much fun? There is not. I had times when I drank just, the right amount where I wasn't going blacking out and such or getting sick the next day, where I remember having a good time. I'm trying to think. It's not working. As I said, my brain is even slower than usual. Normally, I might be a little bouncy as far as thoughts go, but right now it's just chug-a-lugging along. Because I have not got the meds right today. It sucks, but oh well. I have gotten some new things, which I will share. I got these little weird things. And did I mention I have an impulse control problem when it comes to spending? Because sometimes I do. It's not fun. But these were discounted. But these are these weird little wireless earplug things that I'm looking forward to using for streams and having guests on. Because as silly as it sounds, being plugged into your computer and having to move or step away briefly and then having the whole thing just pull on you wasn't fun. So this was a nice little surprise for me, getting to get these. Unfortunately, I had to buy something else to get them to work, which is this tiny freaking thing. How tiny that is. It's a little Bluetooth thing I have to plug into my computer so these actually work with it. Otherwise, these only work with my phone. Oh yeah, you can have a good time, but if you got sick the next day or felt like crap, you probably weren't really having a good time. You were uninhibited, which is not always having a good time. That's just having a time of sorts. And I really got past that. I have a history of misusing alcohol, to say the very least. Borderline abusing it, misusing it too many times in my younger days. And I was self-medicating, for the record. Thus, I tie in the alcohol and the mental health because I had been having undiagnosed issues for most of my teenage years into my adult life. And since I was not medicated properly or in any way, shape, or form, I simply used anything. Not anything, but the main was with cannabis and alcohol were the two wombo combos that I used to fight off depression and anxiety and everything else. They didn't work all that well. When you have a mood disorder such as mine, it kind of goes in the extremes very quickly. And I've done many things I regret. I regret them. But it is important to do this kind of thing. And for whatever reason, I have a feeling it's because I've been doing a lot of traveling and activity and all that. It's kind of catching up to me today and yesterday. I just felt slightly out of it. Sleeping. I've been sleeping more. And well, no, I haven't been sleeping more. I've been sleeping later. So I've been going to sleep at 4 a.m. if I'm lucky, and then waking up around 11 or 10:30, which is why I'm so tired now as well. I did not sleep as much as I cared to. And that's another thing to point out as far as alcohol and mental health stuff goes. Alcohol affects your sleep a lot. It's unbelievable. Take, let's say a week of not drinking, and you find you sleep much better than when you actually have 3 or 4 drinks, or just 2 drinks even, before you go to bed. And you just sleep. You sleep a lot better. It's great. I have bought so much whiskey lately too. I'm having a problem. In a good way. It's a problem, but as I said, it's, how do I put this? It feels like everything I'm getting is more and more and more I have to do. And that's not a good feeling to have. Even if I enjoy making videos, when it feels like I'm getting behind, I feel like Whiskey Tribe almost, not really, or Whiskey Vault, where they have so many bottles that it's going to be a whole year before they actually catch up. I'm almost there. Ow. I almost stabbed my eye out. I'm almost there. Not completely, but with the amount of bottles I bought from Texas, or was received in Texas, might be the better term, and the ones I received in Kentucky, that's a month's worth of content right there. Scott Moody, hello, welcome. Thank you. It's from Four Roses. I know I showed it off a couple days ago. I don't know if it's going to show it so well in this lighting, but it says Four Roses bourbon on the back. Because I bought it there because they didn't have any special bottles, and I felt like buying something. I've been wanting a hat like this for a while too. I gotta embrace that 40-year-oldness. Mr. Great Chef, hello. Cheers. Welcome. Welcome. And don't worry, the lighting is bad on purpose. Or at least not great. Because this is how it looks most of the time. When the cameras aren't on and no one else is here, this is the lighting I have. Just this one big, tall paper lamp thing. It works. We're still thinking. What I was trying to say is there are things in my head that are being processed and that will be processed for the next week. I will not be doing streams, but I will be thinking about the channel a great deal. I will be thinking about upgrades. I'll be thinking about what else will I be thinking about? Upgrades. Upgrades as in possibly a different light. As much as I like this light, it's perfectly fine. It's just too big and too bright. And it glares off the poster behind me and it pisses me off. And then there's something else. I've been thinking about getting a new desk. Did I mention I have impulse control problems? Because I do. When it comes to having money, like because I'm being given money, there's a part of my brain that's going, oh, you'll have money for it later. And then the other part of me is going, no, you won't. Stop that. Don't think that way. That's why I have all this other crap that you can't see on screen. Oh, so right now I'm just actively holding the reins and saying, no. You still have to pay off the stupid stuff. Don't do that. Stop it. As I mentioned, some of the bottles I bought were expensive in Kentucky, and I didn't really have the extra money for it. But I did, thanks to all of you, have the money for the flight and the car rental. So those were covered. And the hotel was with points, so that was technically free. John McKellen says, you have to balance fun versus being on the hamster wheel, a.k.a. work. Yes. I don't mind doing editing and recording, but there are a lot of times lately, well, not a lot of times, but sometimes, specifically yesterday, because of my sleep and such are still kind of off, and the travel took a lot out of me, whether I realize it or not, it did. What's my point? This is how my brain slows down. I don't have my medication properly. It's harder to do things, yes, is the point. Especially even when I want to do them. Now, if I wanted to do this Game of Thrones thing for a while, I hope you watched the recent video. There's one next week and there's one the week after. And then shit gonna get crazy. Crazy. You're gonna see my face and mustache so much you're going to get sick of it. Just so we all need to be aware of that. There's going to be another running tally. That's going to be a whole thing every month. There's going to be a goal every month to get at least $1,000. That would be super. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's not the point. The point is I have at least a goal in mind. And if people want to assist with that goal, perfect. If not, okay. My thought process is, well, I haven't been getting $1,000 at all every month for about the past 10 years, so I'm fairly certain I can keep going without it, but I'd rather not. It would really help. And there's patrons. By the way, I have patrons, so feel free to join that. I'm almost at 20. I think I need 3 more. So 4 more contributors. So I have 20, which would be great. Then, of course, I'll have to change it to 25 or 30. The joys of having a Patreon. You hit a goal, you immediately have to change it again. But that's very helpful as well. Just that little monthly perk. And most this month's Patreon stuff went into getting extra bottles for future content because I said I was going to do that, among other things. I do have to buy more glasses, like vials, like these size vials. Need to get more of those so I can start doing more raffles. Those are on hold for the moment since I don't have enough to actually give out. I also have to finish bottles. There'll be some of that. I think before December, I'll be doing a finish it, damn it, and just drink a few samples for streams. And they're all big ones too. That's the problem. That's the real issue. I have these giant, like this sized samples compared to this size samples, which is a weird problem to have. And I just can't drink this very quickly, you know? I can drink maybe one or two of those for a stream, and that's a lot. But we're not worrying about that right now. There's no alcohol in my system. There hasn't been since last night. And I do have a little thing I do. Patrons are going to find out what that is later. But I have a method to dry week that is both a bit of a test and also helpful at the end of the dry week. But only patrons are going to find out about that. It's nothing important. It's just a little trick. Away from... So far, it's worked. And mental health stuff. Patrons, again, will see most of this. I will be mostly doing Patreon things for the next week, so they will be able to see what's going on with me and what I'm trying to do. I don't know if I'll do it. Probably trying to do it. And a lot of it's going to be trying to get my apartment in order because there's so much crap in here I need to get rid of and just deal with. And I don't want to. But if I unplug myself from the computer a bit, stop focusing on trying to sit here and make content or edit video or make thumbnails or all that fun stuff that you aren't aware of unless you're trying to make a lot of content. It'll help me focus on my own personal space. And it is a big deal for someone who is not mentally okay to have a clean and pleasant place to be. And though my apartment is mostly cleanish and pleasant-ish, it's also very cluttered with things. I'm 41 years old, and I've accumulated a lot of bullshit over the past 25, 30 years-ish. I've kept a lot of it. Really, I just need to store it or box it or put it on display somehow. I have so many DVDs and CDs. Remember CDs and DVDs? I still have a bunch. Oh my God, it's so good. I cannot have a yard sale since I live in an apartment complex. But there is a Savers right over there. And I'm happy to give away everything, almost everything. I'm going to hold on to a lot of the stuff, CDs, DVDs. Those are slightly, what's the word? How do I put this in words? I have VHS still too. God. But I will keep most of those just for nostalgia's sake because that's just going to disappear. Just like the, I was going to say like records, but they're coming back, honestly. That kind of thing. There are all these things from the past that are just going to stop at some point, and DVDs and CDs are certainly one of them. Sorry. Most importantly, I do have a bunch of other random stuff. I have a couch I don't use. I might have to donate that to someone or somewhere. I have a TV I don't watch. Table I don't use. Probably use that for more whiskey bottles, honestly. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of random stuff, literally just random stuff around that I have not disposed of or donated. That'll be it. That'll be the main focus. Clothing. I have so many clothes I don't wear. I haven't even worn this shirt in a while. And I like this shirt. It's my, I think it's my Vegas shirt. Can't really read it while it's upside down. But I think it says Vegas on it. I did go to Vegas years ago. Again, I had a good time, but it was also really stressful. I don't have 8 tracks. I have cassettes. I do have cassettes. But I think that's it. And most importantly, I have things that I like and want to use, but I don't know where they are. And I hope to find those somehow. But I guess just growing up, I always had that, oh, I may need that later mentality. It's almost like a hoarder's mentality, but not quite. And I do that a lot. Plastic bags, that's a big one. I don't keep them on purpose. I just don't throw them away. And it's not like, I don't think there's something I can just recycle. I have to bring them somewhere, which I don't do. There are rules. I'm one of those people who guilts themselves over not recycling stuff always. And it would be so much easier if I weren't. If I could just take this stuff and throw it in the dumpster and not give a flying fuck, that would be great. That is not the case, unfortunately. But I'll be doing stuff with the pantry as well. I know this is not exactly exciting, but I am saying these things out loud so I can think about doing it later. Clearing out the pantry, getting rid of a lot of dishes, cleaning out all the kitchen containers and drawers. Just a complete strip down, throw away, donate week of stuff. So again, if you're a patron, you'll see a little bit about that. And there's always KillCo Kitchen. If you're a patron, you know what that is. I did a little bit of that on Instagram last week. It's fun. I like doing it. And it keeps me focused. And I'm looking forward to those meals, honestly. I haven't really eaten today. That's another problem with my not taking my pills. I don't think about things I should do, like make food or eat in general. I think it was at 2 o'clock, 2 or 3. I actually decided I hadn't eaten. And it's like, you should eat something now. Just get up and do that now. I have to go to the grocery store. Oh, I have to go to the grocery store. I forgot. I don't like going to the grocery store. It's not fun for me. It wasn't fun before all this chaos with the masks and stuff. And even now, I just, no, I'd rather not. Even if I like the grocery store, I don't want to do it. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I have to say about that. Oh, and this is a safe place. So if you ever have mental stuff and you want to ask for at least help or just someone to listen to for a little bit, this is a good place for it. It's part of why I do the streams, is I can just ramble on about how things are occasionally. But I will always say, seek professional help. Hell, I think everyone should go to counseling anyway, to some extent. Like if you're married, go to counseling. If you're single, go to counseling. Just go to counseling. It really helps just to say things out loud to someone who is impartial about it. And you can bring up things you don't bring up with most of the people you know. That's another big one. I've been doing it for years. How many years have I been doing that? Probably since I was a kid, on and off. I know when I was younger, I did go to the Newport Hospital and talk to someone for a bit. But I don't think I actually returned to therapy really until I was 20-something. Yeah. I'm not good at making lists. Me either. I mean, I try to be. If I'm in the right mindset, I will be. But a lot of times I'm just rolling, or like not really rolling, if you know what rolling is. I'm kind of rolling along when I'm out and around people and bouncing around, saying whatever, not whatever, but roll. I think I'm taking the anxiety of the situation I'm in and putting it into moving around and talking very quickly, typically. But I can relate to shutting down and not wanting to deal with talking to anyone. I've done that. I did that a lot when I was younger. Before I got medication for it. Well, I should say for it, I should say. Before I got medication that actually was doing something that didn't suck. And even with this medication, I feel like I'm getting some weight gain lately. But I'm also not sure if it's weight gain or if it's muscle or activity stuff. I know I've been eating more like out and about, sort of restaurants and such. You've seen, if you go watch my social media stuff. Instagram is fairly popular with food and alcohol usually. So I've been doing a great deal of that over the past month and a half because of the Texas trip and the Kentucky trip. But I've also been absurdly active at the same time. So I don't know if I'm gaining muscle mass and that's the weight, or I'm gaining weight, like fat, and that's a problem. And if it's because of the medication I'm taking, I don't think it is. I'd like to think it isn't. And most importantly, I haven't checked the side effects in a hot minute since I've been using them for quite a while now, a little over a year, I think. They are. It's also this, as I said, I get real tired. And the title of this stream does say it's going to be very relaxed and not much of a very exciting stream, but I'm glad to at least have it. And mostly just to update people on what is going on with me and what is going on with the next week. So I think I've done that. I'll go over it one more time. No streams on Sunday, no stream Sunday, no stream Wednesday, stream Friday. So a week from today, that'll be the next stream, and it will go on at the same time, 7 p.m. There. And we'll have drinks. Yay. That'll be nice to look forward to. But as far as the other two streams, they won't happen. I'm just not. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just focus on not doing. He says in the back of his head, thinking that no, he won't. And I'll have other things to focus on, as I said, not only apartment stuff, but also YouTube channel stuff. Don't you worry, I can't just let it rest. Wish I could. But I can't. Because it's the only thing I get to do for myself overall. I could rearrange things a bit. I've done that before on dry weeks. I've noticed a habit of when I can't drink the bottles, I can at least touch them and move them around and make them look nicer. And I may do that. I'm not sure how or what. Like this table's been here the longest. This has been the whole, like the staple of the KillCo Whiskey Musings thing. That has been here in that area for the longest time. But I feel like I want to do something else. I'm not quite sure what. That's the dilemma at the moment. Because I don't have another one, do I? No, I don't think I do. No. Or maybe I do. I'm not sure. Excuse me. I'm trying to see if I have another tier. Like you can see, this goes up to 3 levels here. Up like the 1, 2, and there's one at the bottom. And I have one here, but I don't know if I have another one. I don't feel like I do, but I'm not sure. And that's another little thing in the back of my mind, is trying to figure out possibly doing a better behind me place. I like all my random stuff, but gotta look like a professional whiskey tuber, you know? Sort of. That's the thing. Rainbow, hello. We are talking about what a mess we are, or as I am. Oh, Zen Buddha. It's a good dry week for me. I've had a busy New York City weekend. I had with no time for drinking, actually. Oh, there you go. Surprisingly, when I went to Kentucky, I did not drink a lot. The only time I actually drank anything more than 2 or 3 drinks, except for one time, was if I was at the hotel and I bought a little nips. If you were, I think it was patrons, I bought a root beer. It's like I was able to open, or someone else opened it for me. She just put it on the ledge of it and just smacked it. It came right off. I didn't have a bottle opener, so lucky me. And I just mixed the root beer with alcohol, like Jim Beam or Benchmark, something of that sort. And that was not good. It was okay, but it's not good. Especially when it started to get warmer. Not good. Okay, sorry. I have not taken my medication this morning, so I am off a lot today. I'm very tired. Energy is low. I want to lie down, but I can't do that. I did buy something else yesterday to kind of finalize my whole Kentucky trip. Finally, it's another Maker's bottle, which feels silly. Oh crap, where is it? That's not it. That's not it. No, really, where is it? Is it? thought I'd try this one. I've heard mixed reviews, but since I was able to get one, I thought, why the hell not? I'm really more interested in getting the FAEO2. But I realized I have a fair amount of Maker's stuff, so the hope is I will make a Maker's sample thing at some point. Or, as those of you who are regulars will find out, I've enjoyed doing blind flights for people. I just have to figure out a better way to do it. That's the real catch at the moment. And also, I still need more sample things to send away via the hand delivery system. And as you know, I have plenty of whiskey to share at the moment. I mean, I can only imagine who else? Who else is someone who has a hell of a lot of whiskey? Hop Butter Rolls has a lot. Whiskey Crusader Matt has a hell of a lot. Who else? My brain does not want to work at all. Mash and Drum has a lot. I don't know. So many other channels out there that have so much whiskey. Probably a lot more than I do. And just thinking about how to get rid of it in like a proactive way. Not like drink it all, like share it with people. Bourbon Ball, you probably do have a lot. I agree. And I don't have to buy any more whiskey for the rest of my life, technically. Technically, all this would last me till the end of my days in all likelihood. But I want to give it away to people who are willing to support the channel via donations and or hand delivery, or not hand delivery, donations or Patreon or that kind of thing. Merch. Oh, I almost forgot about merch. That's another thing I'm looking into a little bit. I don't like... I said this on a stream earlier, I believe, that I don't want anything I create to be something that someone's just going to throw away eventually, like a shirt or a mug or, that kind of thing, where just, why? No one really needs these things. They just buy them to have them, and then they go to charity or get broken or lost or who knows what. I like the idea of having something that's a little more sentimental and good quality. That's the real big one, especially if it's got your logo on it. That's the real sticking point. The whole concept of making something that people are going to want to buy and own and wear, and being crap. I don't want that. Good God, Bourbon Baller, what the hell is wrong with you? Also, give it to me. No, don't do that. Monstrous beasts. Those. It's familiar. It's a whiskey familiar. I don't know how many bottles I have anymore. That's another problem. When you have a whiskey tube channel and you just don't keep track anymore. Oh, keeping track. Oh no. Oh no. Guess we just realized they don't have an updated spreadsheet yet. I didn't even think about that until just now. Shit. Scott Pigsley, hello. Welcome to the lounge. That's what this is. We got the mood lighting. I don't have all the lights on because they're very bright. This is a hangout stream, mentally preparing for dry week. I didn't want to have a spreadsheet, but it helps to have one so you can show people what you have available and just keep track of what you do have in general. It helps for whiskey tube stuff. Like if another whiskey tuber wants to do a swap, they can see what I have. I can see what they have. Then we can say, all right, this, and this. Or again, like I said, blinds. Blinds are great. I love doing blinds for people. It's fun for me. I like the mystery. If you didn't notice, I like mystery stuff. Aside from sci-fi stuff, I love the stupid Sherlock Holmes mysteries, and I know what else. Well, Sherlock Holmes is a big one. I like watching mystery stuff like that. I feel like there's more to it than that. But either way, mysteries are fun. Little surprises. I'm not a person who likes but I don't do well with learning or quizzes or competitions. Those kind of things just add to anxiety that I don't want. I already have anxiety. I don't need more with competition and a marked thing, tests and quizzes and such. I'd rather just avoid that. That doesn't make me feel good. However, what does make me feel good is the mystery thing and people getting stuff and being surprised. My most recent little surprise was, well, the one that was told about for another YouTube channel was Drums and Drams, when I got him that special Makers Select. And he liked it. Normally, he was not a big fan of Makers. That was a nice little, yes, did it. Found something. Mr. Great Shot, I'm glad you liked it. Again, it's a janky system right now, and I will find a better one because my handwriting is atrocious. But I have fun making them. I just have to find a better way to do it. The envelope works. I want to do a wax seal on stuff and like put a business card in there and all that nonsense. And what else? For the blind samples, like the little ABCD, I need to figure out a better way to have those available because they're tiny and hackish, very hackish. Zen Boot says, I have a spreadsheet and use it to keep meticulous tasting notes. Not so much anymore, just the bottle. See, I don't do I make videos as my tasting notes. I make the videos and I can see like, did I like that? Let me go back and check. Oh, Brimbali says, blind fights are fun. I have a lot of customers that come to the liquor store that drop them off for me to try. That's fun. Parafilm. What is parafilm? Hold on, I gotta look that up now. For a moment there, I saw Paramore. Ed Smith, hello, sir. Welcome to the show. Sure. Well, everything moved. Hope you're doing well, Cliff. Hope to see you after dry week's over. I got a package for you, as in your suitcase. I have it for you, since I'm not going to be traveling for a while. There is other stuff I have to worry about. Oh, I have so much to do, even though I have nothing I want to do specifically for the streams and such. But I have to get the dreaded passport papers to fill out and somehow get the money to buy the damn thing. Fun. Because maybe someday, if all goes well, I'll be visiting Scotland and saying hi to Roy from Aquavite. Maybe someday. Again, big maybe. And someday. Ooh, there you go. True. And drinking. That's my other little stipulation. I mean, sharing and drinking, yes, things, but you know what I mean. I'm thinking specifically of people who get bottles and just keep them, never open them. That is not what the creator really intended that to happen. Okay, cool. Yeah, it came in very handy, I gotta say, and it is hardcore. I didn't even realize until my flight back from Kentucky that it was vacuum seals. That was fun to find out because I couldn't open it for a moment. I screwed the thing, just like, what's this do? All right, I'll just close it, see what happens. And then the pressure changed because of the plane. And then I got it back and like unscrewed it and just it wouldn't open. I had to actually wedge it open a little bit, and it kind of did this noise. The suction was weird. It was funny. Oh, Adriana knows science. I saw. Parafilm. Covering or sealing vessels such as flasks, cuvées, test tubes, beakers, and petri dishes. Petri? Oh, I'll have to look into that. Yeah. Hey, I've been using I've been being a hack, as I said. I'll keep that up. I've been using this. I think this is electrical tape. So, you get a bottle, and I just wrap this around the top and then seal it as best I can. That way it doesn't destroy itself by accident. I haven't looked up how to hand deliver things properly. And it says to package them by sealing them up and then putting them in something soft and then putting them in another package. So It's all nuts. That is cold, but good. And if you weren't here for the other streams, which if not, what the hell? There is going to be a lot of chaos next month, especially with this advent calendar from Flaviar, not sponsored. Literally not sponsored. My mother bought it for me, so we'll be doing the Flaviar thing next month, and it's going to be me doing this, except sporadically, for the entire month, possibly even longer than that. I'm not sure yet, but I am looking forward to it. I won't lie. It's just going to be a lot of work. I'm not going to like that part of it. And it's literally going to be me just flicking on the camera, going live on YouTube, doing a hack and slash version of my tasting method. So I don't have to make a video. Because I'm not going to make that many videos for one. I've done it. I've done that. It doesn't work very well for me. So clearly I can do it. It just sucks. And it's going to suck even more now that I've gotten very meticulous, isn't the word, finicky with the way I edit my videos. Before it was mostly just chop, 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 paste, chop, chop, paste, paste, chop, chop. But now I've started doing zooms ins and zooms outs and little added details that I find funny. Oh, Doug H is at Fridays at Fred's with a flick. That's hello. Have fun. Have a drink on me. Brian at Fred's, hello. With Doug. Hello. There they are. They're all here at once. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. The donation thing will keep going, by the way. Like, if you're interested in that, you know where the PayPal link is, the Venmo link. So that'll be available for while I'm not doing streams, which feels weird. And I don't plan to hit the goal this month, by the way. Not at all. Since I was gone for an entire weekend. And I didn't really have it set up then because it was on my phone. It was a janky stream. You can go back and watch that if you want. It's janky. Yeah. And next month it'll just reset. So get used to seeing it. Don't expect to get it full. But it was very good to have that work in a way I didn't expect it to for the Kentucky trip. Because I was load off my mind to not have to think about the car payment bullshit for the rental and the flight. Paying for the flight kind of thing. That was nice to not have to worry about. I still got shafted by the car company when they did the whole $500 removal thing, which I didn't know about. But I got that back. Still not happy about it, but I got it back. The most important thing of the evening is take care of yourself. Part of the whole dry week thing, in my case at least, is to take care of myself. I have been overdoing it a lot. It looks, I'm sure everything that's on Instagram and Patreon and all that, it looks like I'm having a great time. I am, but I am also tremendously stressed in a way that is not good. It's not bad, but it's not good. If I do too much of it, I will just stop. It's happened before where I just stop functioning at all and just sleep a lot. Don't eat. It's fun. It's not fun. That's a lie. Malort is bad, I've heard. I was in Chicago. I could have tried it, but I didn't see it around, so I didn't. Also, I wouldn't want to anyway. Well, there's that. Yeah, excuse me for all the yawning, but as I mentioned earlier, I accidentally skipped taking my medication this morning, so I don't feel quite right. Everything here is a bit heavy and fuzzy and not fun feeling. Also, I haven't really eaten. Doing great. Once the stream is over, once I officially say the dry week begins, I will be keeping Patreons in the loop. I will very likely post less on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all those crazy places, but patrons will keep in touch. At the least, I feel like I'm obligated to that. I hope they don't mind all the damn lenses I've been doing the past month, but it has been fun. I like doing lenses because they're quick, and I think Patreon posts feel like such an effort. Like you have to put a lot into doing that. To like figure out a topic or something to post. Just I even stopped doing that for the videos. Like when my video went live, you either know you don't. You watch it, you don't. I hope you do, but I don't want to have to throw it in everyone's face, especially not the patrons, since they are more aware than most when my content is going live. And to update, content goes live on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. from here on out. Unless it doesn't work. Like if I don't start seeing the numbers going up for views or clicks or whatever around that time, I may change it. We'll see. We're testing the waters since 11 o'clock is kind of too early for people to be interested in watching my whiskey videos, even if the Whiskey Vault goes live on 11 o'clock. I am not a channel with 400,000 subscribers, by the way. Whiskey Vault just hit 400,000 subscribers, but I imagine they're not going to do much about it since it's a dry week. And I'm taking a page from their book, as in they do a dry week and everything just kind of stops. So there will be no videos from them next week either, I don't think. I assume they'll have one for Saturday, but after that, Monday through Friday is going to be nothing as far as video goes. I'll still be on streams, so you may see me pop on other people's streams occasionally. The only ones I can think of are maybe Cheech, most likely. It's like the only one I really participate in sometimes. I feel like there may be one or two other ones, but for the most part, I don't join streams too often in person. Like I don't get on camera that often because I'm tired. And I'm not going to be drinking. So if anything, I'll try to be in chat. As per usual, Trev is going live on after this, as is ADHD Whiskey, I think. Again, I don't keep track of everyone anymore. I don't keep track anymore, actually, is what I should say. I don't bother. I can't do it. It doesn't work. Ugh. Blech. I'm told my lord's pretty bad. Didn't know it was that bad. Yeah, Trev is doing a Veterans Day celebration charity giveaway thing. So look forward to that. That will be an option I'll be looking into in the future. I know, Cliff, you were one of the first people who just kind of brought my attention to it, that I can give away samples that are donated to the channel or bottles that are donated to the channel. Granted, I'm not there yet, and I don't plan to be anytime soon, but it would be nice to do that eventually. Donate or raffle off bottles instead of just samples. But samples first. If I can get more glass vial things from the smaller variety, the 2-ounce ones, which I think are doing more and more raffles, which will help in numerous different ways in my life. Although there is a cost. That's the funny thing about doing a raffle of any sort, is I have to get at least 2 people to enter the raffle, or 1 person to enter twice, or it's not worth it. Otherwise, I'm going in the negative for the whole process, which is not that's not the thing. The thing I want to do is offer more to people so they can contribute money-wise to the channel, but also get something in return. That's kind of why I'm looking into the whole merchandise thing. But I'm the worst critic of my own creations, whether it be videos or graphic design or thumbnails, or in this case, clothing or miscellaneous stuff, stickers, that kind of thing, magnets, all the random nonsense stuff no one really needs but likes to have. I don't need a bunch of Glencairns with other people's logos on them, but I like having them. So I have to think other people might like getting a Glencairn, or at least some kind of rocks glass at the very beginning with the KillCo logo on it or something. I don't know. That's the feeling I feel other people should have, I guess. It's hard for me to put myself in that shoe since it's my own stuff, and it feels weird to even think about it. Strange as this is going to sound, even though I studied graphic design early on, I never expected to actually make anything that would be, printed or published or created as an object. So it's weird. It's a weird little thing to come around to. But I like it. I like the fact that it's a possibility. So that will be something else I'll be thinking about. So don't think I'm taking a complete break off of anything. But I will be taking a break. So no stream again. No stream on Sunday. No stream on Wednesday. Return here next Friday at 7 p.m. for a stream. And I will be having my drinks again with all of you. So that'll be nice. That's the best thing to do, is to have a dry week and then join up with other people at the end and be like, all right, yay, cheers, woo, enjoy. And it's also good to take a break. Give your palate a break, especially with mine right now because of the whole Texas and Kentucky, and then now, and then December. That's the real 1, 2, 3 punch. 2 bouts of travel, and then a slam to the left side of my forehead, with December being chock full of content. Chock full, I say. I'll be keeping up the same video theme if I can. I probably can. But there'll still be a video coming out on Wednesdays as long as everything goes as planned. And I still need to make more content overall, but I have my limits, especially today. Good grief. So, tell him Trev sent you, or tell Trev I sent you. I'll be popping in there briefly to say hello, but I don't plan to stay there because I don't feel all the superness. Remember, it is Movember, so look into that. I know it's a charity thing that goes on. It's big on mustaches, so I hear. I thought I at least might think about it, but I haven't looked into it. I'm not going to do like a charity event every month. That would just drive me nuts. But I may do something like that next month as well. So if I can decide on something. I did Pizza Myth Sierra Leone, Partners in Health. That was fun. And then I did... No, that was the only one I've done. I've only done one, really. But once I find out a little more about charities I feel I can believe in, like Partners in Health is one because I've been donating to it for so long doing the Pizza Myth thing. So now I have to find other ones. I don't have any actual solid mental health ones. And maybe I can talk to Stuff and Whiskey about what they did, because that was a good idea. There is a local place that I could do that for, and that is a place that's been helping out people in poverty situations or who can't afford healthcare in my area, me included. So that's the only reason I get medication at all, is because I see them. So maybe. Yes, sir, Zenbood. I did make the KillCo logo. It's a whole mishmash of different things, but I'll tell you about it someday. It's nothing fancy, but I was in a heightened state of mind, we'll say, when I made it. Yes, and I will be charging down quite a bit. Looking forward to it, because the vacations I took were not vacations. Were not vacations. I was very busy the entire time. Did have a good time. But holy crap. It's catching up to me, to say the very least. All right. We're coming up to the last minute. Again, tell Trev KillCo sent you. Or actually, tell Trev why the hell he wasn't visiting us right now. No, he was busy. Don't do that. And tell him to be a mystery guest. That goes for ADHD Whiskey too. I can only ask them, but if the people demand that they become a guest someday, maybe a little more be inclined to do it. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to pressure anyone. That's what I don't want to do. I want them to come on here because they want to, and not because everyone else told them to. So hopefully they will someday. We'll see. We will have more mystery guests in the future, but that is probably going to be next year at this point, unless someone wants to do a holiday thing. We shall see. Holidays are busy for all of us, so I expect things to slow down a little bit before the holidays get here. We'll see. I'll still be around. Okay. Thank you all for attending here. I hope your mental health is good. I hope your livers are great. I hope you enjoy a nice mocktail or water or whatever you want, non-alcohol wise. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there.